It's another day in motoring nirvana, but maybe not for Dave.
Yeah, over towards York to get a golf out of a bush. In a bit of a shed, yeah. I'm going to prove a point because they reckon it's a two-man job today. So I said, nah. So got my hammer to free the brakes off. The only thing I should have brought maybe is a saw, but you'd think they'd have a saw there, wouldn't you? It's been in there forever. I'm led to believe that the owner of it is going to be super sensible when it comes to reserves and so forth. We just fly by the seat of our pants a bit, don't we? Yeah, give it a go. See what happens. What could possibly go wrong?
You won't remember Henry VIII.
I'm not that old, Kay. Come on.
No.
I know.
In the East Riding of Yorkshire, a VW Golf has spent 2 decades blending into the lush green landscape.
Who the hell put that car there?
I don't know. Robert.
What a piece of crap. Is it still the same as it used to be?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not altered.
The Golf's owner, Robert, is at work today, but his mum Kay and best mate Stephen are on hand to give Dave whatever help he needs.
It's a Mark 1 Golf, right? It's not a GTI. It's the next best thing. It's a driver. This is what people wanted when you couldn't afford insurance. This looks like a GTI, and it's not a GTI, but you can drive it like it was a GTI.
Oh, it's my son, my younger son, Robert. And he drove it for so long, but he put it away because he got to work and he didn't have time on things. And then he met Sally, of course, and then married, children. So it's just sat here all this time, and he's got very patient parents. We've been asking him to move it all these years. So finally it's going.
Modern cars have overtaken this stuff, but this is what you want to drive it because it's just got the look. Boom. It was a driver's car. And you look at the age of this car, you think it's like 40, 83. It's 90. It's an old car and it still holds its age well.
For a while, this car was the apple of Robert's eye, but times change, and then some.
Oh, yes, he was full of himself, thought he was cool. I don't suppose they use that word nowadays, you know, but he thought he was the bee's knees with it. You know, and that's why he's kept it, I think, all these years. He didn't want to lose his youth. Now he's wanting something else. He's wanting a patio, I think. He, like, moves on. But nothing jumps out.
No, nothing will jump out.
It's a bit smelly. It's quite good condition, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, does it?
No. Surprising how clean it does look. Yeah, you think after all these years, it's been there 20 years and never opened, never touched.
I mean, I'm a car mechanic, right? And I can't see anything on that car which makes me cry. It's not like it's a project which should take you 10 years to do it. You could do it at home. Yeah, I am a bit sad, but if somebody else does it and finishes it, then I'm not. I'm happy. Money doesn't come into it. Finding the right person who wants one of these, yeah, they're gonna queue up because it's such a nice car.
Over in near sunny York, Dave's arrived for what promises to be a mammoth challenge.
Morning. David. You OK, mate?
I am, are you?
Yeah, good lad.
I'll check your hand, but I can't be asked.
No, I can't be asked to shake yours either. Yeah.
Well, I'm not being rude, Dave.
This isn't the first rodeo involving Stephen, the Matthewsons, and a German automobile engulfed by vegetation.
That's its home.
There's a lot got in the way of Farmer Stephen Walker's restoration, as well as his MS, and the farm, and the family. There's the foliage.
Can I be honest with you? The clutch stuck on, and I just thought, I've had enough. Been there 22 years.
I can't see anything.
Just wait a bit more. You know who I'm gonna blame. Your dad.
Yeah, it's dirty, isn't it? Yeah.
History's repeating itself for Jack's dad, Dave, who now has a well-rooted golf to extract from its 20-year resting place.
Are you having a bad day, mate?
No, it's like this all the time now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Morning. Lovely day. Nice to see you, Kay. David, you all right?
Is it a bit tight?
It is going to be a bit, isn't it? But we'll be all right. I'm just trying to work out the best way. Yeah. Did you park it there, Kay?
Well, it was before all this greenery was
Yeah.
brought.
Yeah. We'll be all right. We'll have a bit of a jug round. We might have to. We might have to take a little bit of that off, Kay. Just a little bit. If we can get it back a bit, then
Take the car back and then pull it through.
yeah,
Yeah, I
might
can
come
see.
through there.
I can see why Robert left this to you then, Stephen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sat here on my ass getting wet, but it's all right, don't worry about it. I hope somebody just does this chuffing car through all this effort. I tell you.
The joys, eh? Me and my big mouth, eh? Yeah, I'll do that one. Send it down to him. Things you do, eh? Things you do.
Jeez.
When's the last time it had a bit of sunlight, Kay?
Oh, years ago. I've just rung up our Robert as well, and he said, "Oh, is my car going?" You know, so he's quite upset that it's going eventually. So I didn't want it to go, so he'll be in tears later on. Even I am. And it's a car.
Sorted.
The wheels are turning, the brakes aren't.
So good that thing, they ain't pulling car.
Yeah.
Where's that saw you had, Chief? Can I just borrow that saw for a minute? If I can get it out so far, it'll come. Should have brought a chainsaw. Oh, up there. Right.
Can't believe how easy it's coming out. You're making it look like you really know what you're doing.
Yeah, don't ring me next time, Steve. I'll ring you, all right? That'll do, we're on. That'll do.
He's a bit saggy, if I'm honest. Yeah. But what's the point? It's just going to rot away if it stays there any longer.
Good. It's all right. Yeah, it'll be an interesting job. It's certainly a project for someone. Yeah, we'll get it back and dry it out. I'm not going to clean it, and then we'll see what's what.
I think it's quite upsetting, really, to see it go. You know, after all this time, you know, it's part of the family. It will seem strange that there's that hole in the garden now. But it's for the best.
What's this money, Dave?
£3 grand.
I
But
think 3.5. That's my money.
sold. Sold to the man with the hat on. Where do you want it dropping off, Steve?
No.
I'll press on.
Yeah,
OK.
no worries, mate.
It's probably cursing us because of all the, the tune they've had.
Thanks, then. See you later. Be careful.
Never mind. There won't be another one, I assure you.
The golf drivers arrived back at HQ. It doesn't look any more spick and span in the showroom, but it's a real memory jogger for Paul.
Yeah. Oh, it does want a bit of love. But somebody will do it, I'm sure, because it's an early golf. And they're great, aren't they? You want the GTI, really, don't you? But next best thing was a driver, wasn't it? Oh, it's a bit pongy, innit? But, you know, I'm knocking it because it's green and it's dirty and it's rusty and whatnot, but in actual fact, it's kept very well, isn't it? Other than the front bit, bonnet. Yeah, look at that. I don't think it's been run for some time. Water's got on the front and just rotted the bonnet clean off, look. Front edge of the bonnet's gone. But look beyond, inner wings and things down there. Look, battery tray's going to end up with a bit of drama in there, I'm sure. Chassis rails, bits and pieces. Very good, look. I've seen a lot worse than that running. We get worse than that driven in. Yeah, good little project. And let's be honest, if you steam cleaned that, you would arrive home with a completely different looking car, wouldn't you? It'd be quite a pleasurable thing to actually steam clean it and find a white Golf instead of a green Golf, wouldn't it? At the end of the day, it's still a nice early Golf, and somebody, I hope, will purchase it and recommission it, restore it, call it what you like, and have a load of fun in the old car.
So to buy this, what's it going to cost me?
Couple of grandish. And then you're going to spend a couple of grandish Every week for a few weeks. And then you're going to end up with a real good user-friendly modern classic, aren't you? If you are fortunate enough to have a socket set and able to do things at home yourself, then you're in for a fair chance, aren't you? The trouble is, you see, over here, we are losing the ability to repair cars, aren't we? They used to learn by watching their dad, didn't they? And we're losing that generation, aren't we? So the ratio of people that can actually physically do it is getting smaller and smaller. Bam, innit?
So for £2 I could get this, could I?
I would have thought so. I don't think it's going to do any more, is it?
Mistake at 55 and sold. Alan there with Sam as the underbidder.
Golf? Oh, look, it's on. Should we go and have a look and a listen?
33, the Volkswagen Golf. It's the project one, isn't it? The Mark 1. It's coming up now.
I'm convinced this car would have been worthy of a wash and a clean. I know lots of potential purchasers want to buy them as they sit there now dirty, but where do you stop? Some can't see beyond the dirt. Charlie's on the job. He's a boy.
Right, well, here we go then. You're watching online.
The VW Golf driver extracted the car from a barn down in York, and it has kept remarkably well. Without further ado, at £1,000 then, £1,100 in Nottingham, £1,100, £1,200 says Charlie at the back there at £1,200.
Obviously it's provisional, like, but you probably will have to increase a bit.
Then. Charlie, it's your bid, it's very provisional, we'll have to speak with the family and see what they want to do, but we'll try our very best to put a deal together. You're at £1,200 and we've done £1,300,
yep,
13, 14, back in again at 1,400. We do genuinely think
it was at 14, he's got 15, would you like 16?
At £1,500.
Yeah,
1,500. 16 says Charlie's bid at the back on the phone. 17 down 17. In Lincoln.
Would you like 18?
There you go, 17. Hey, I might actually be getting the hang of this bloody job, mightn't I?
18 at
right,
the
your score is 18.
At 1,800 then. I'll put it down provisionally to you then, Charlie, at 1,800.
Still provisional.
Are we all done then?
To be honest, that's its money, innit? You know, a couple of grand on a good day, 1,800 quid. Near enough, innit?
There you are, Stephen. You've provisionally bought yourself a Golf.
£1,800 to Charlie's telephone. There you go.
OK, thank you. He did say at the start it's not going to be a daily driver. Well, he's got a bit of work to do first, hasn't he? But if he gets it ready for show season, it might go to a few shows, mightn't it?
Good news, really. I think we got £1,800 bid on the Golf. Bro. OK, mate, no problem. I'll get on and get it away. Thanks for calling. Good man. Cheers. Yeah, he's happy. More bothered about it going to a good home, the right person, as opposed to the money. Which is good, isn't it? Lovely.
In deepest, darkest Essex, Steve and Kat are embarking on a project that's bringing a tatty old relic back to life. And Robert's wish has come true. His battered old Golf driver couldn't have gone to a better home.
It's going to need a respray, but the general condition of it was absolutely amazing. So, and it's like, oh, it is. It's really exciting.
It is exciting. Yeah. I'm reliably informed that it looks pretty sound underneath. I mean, it's clean. There is no rust. The spare wheel's still there. All the tools are still there. All the upholstery's in really good nick, apart from one little rip on the bolster. We were just really pleased with the condition it was in.
We gave it a good wash, found out, a bit more about what was going on underneath. That's the old bonnet, obviously no good. Bought a bright yellow one to go on it. But unfortunately, through here at the front of the slam panel, it was very rusty. Basically replaced everything, welded it through. That was what was left. If that had been another make of car, Fiat or, God forbid, a Lancia or something, there just wouldn't be anything left. And it's a testament to the German build quality.
It's fair to say this couple's love affair with Golfs isn't a fly-by-night kind of liaison. No, no.
Golf was my first car. It was a car I loved. It was fun, it was natty, it was great. The reason I used to love this car more than anything is I had a little dog and I used to drive and she used to lie here and lie across my knees because there was nothing in the middle.
I've had lots of cars, but there's something about a VW Mark 1 Golf, and if you haven't got it in your blood, you don't get it. It puts a grin right across my face, and hopefully it will do the same with this one with Kat. And that's what it's all about. I'll tell you what's going to be a pain in the arse, getting the windscreen wipers back in place.
It's not just the solid VW frame that's endured. Some of the smaller survivors make this couple positively giddy.
There you go.
So you were pleased about that, weren't you?
Generally, back in the 80s, and we've all done it, and I did it with one of mine, you've got a lovely, lovely, lovely shelf. The original speakers were pretty naff, to be perfectly honest, and they ended up with big speaker holes in them. And to find one of those in that condition, well, yeah, go find one.
He was very excited about that.
Very excited.
He was very, very excited about that. Oh, I was very excited.
When we washed it all off, I got in it, and lo and behold...
He was so excited.
And I was beside myself, because to find that still in working order, I was like a kid with a new toy. It was incredible.
So cool. Should get out more, really.
There's a lot of work to do, but the fundamentals are all there. So, and thoroughly looking forward to getting it done.
Yeah, it just brings back memories. We had an absolute scream, you know. It was really good. I had a good time.
Kat, press that horn again. Keep pressing it.
No.
Bloody hell. I couldn't get that, honestly. Well, I've tried ages.
That's a bit...
Asthmatic duck, isn't it? Brilliant. That's not been hooted for 21 years. I couldn't get it going earlier, but obviously the magic touched it.
Well, what can I say, Dave?
Thank you very much.
Yes, you know, I'm a mechanic,
You've got the horn.
really. Is that enough?
I'd like to get it up and running for the summer. Would be absolutely brilliant. So that's the goal. Well, fingers crossed, really.
If I can go shopping with it, if I can go to work with it, if I can go out on a Sunday to have a bit of, you know, cup of tea and cake somewhere, it will be amazing. It's just, yeah, I shall be almost like I'm 21 again, almost.